Hey there, it's Marcel Spitz. I'd like to give you an overview of what me as a person and my business is about so that you can see if you can relate to that and if you'd like to join up with me. First of all, to introduce you to the mind map I have here. Always start at the top right corner and then work our way around clockwise so you can follow me. Of course, this presentation is to get to know each other and to find out if we have a fit to connect with each other or whether you want to follow me, and ultimately to see if we can enjoy each other in a win-win situation. Taking it from there, I'd like to see who you are, maybe first of all for you to think who you are, where you are, and let's get into that. You're either a social media friend of mine, which of course can be Facebook or LinkedIn, Twitter, but also nowadays we have Pinterest, Instagram and other systems which we can connect to, even from Skype and email, of course. Then I have a following of people that are in real estate, the realtors, for which I have a special passion actually to see how I can help those. Then I come from a world of project managers and having been in IT and banking consultancy for many years. So I relate to their world and to see how you as a project manager would be interested in what I'm doing at the moment. Then we have the SBO, IBO, which is the small business owner or independent business owner, sometimes referred to as the brick and mortar business owner, many of who are looking to see how they can move their business to the internet. And of course, I'm also looking at old and new friends that I've made over the years and to see how I can reconnect with those if that's not already the case. Okay? That was about who are you. And let's see, what are you doing? You either have a business already of your own, or you're working in a business, you're working on a job, or you'd like to have a business, which that's really what I mean. When you have a job, you'd like to have your own business. You certainly have an idea that you have a certain passion for something. You either want to reach a certain goal, which we'll talk about in a moment, or you have a special message to the world that you want to convey. And ultimately, you want to have the ability to be financially independent and free to be able to do these things. That's where my concept goes. So, important is to know what's your big why in this. And for me, that has not been easy over the years, but it's taken me time and I got there. So, your big why may be that you want to be able to pay for your children's education. It's a very big driver for many. Or you'd like to retire early. You find you're spending too much time on your job, so you'd like to work part-time, for instance. Another reason could be that you, talking about your passion, you'd like to see if you can turn your passion into products. And I call that productize your passion. You may have a drive to see the world before it's too late, so travel around the world. That is a very good. Maybe you have a special cause, like supporting a sick person in your neighborhood, or a charity, or a sports team, whichever you think is important that you want to work on, and where you really would like from your heart to help other people. So that's what your big why would be about. Now something about myself. Who am I? Who's Marcel? It will become a little longer story, but I'd like to give it to you anyway. So I was born in the Netherlands, 1958. So I'm about 58 years old now. Netherlands, also called Holland. Many people ask me what's the difference. Ask me later. I am a son of a Royal Dutch naval captain. He died of cancer at the age of 57 when I was 24. And my mother, she was locally and socially involved, always learning, éducation permanente, we call that. And she survived a number of cancers and died at the age of 82 after 10 years of suffering from Alzheimer. And I came to Orlando, Florida in 2010 with my wife, Patricia, who had before that been living in Holland, where we had been living together. So let's say here. So I'm the father of 2 sons, great sons. I'm best buddy to my wife. I'm also an opa, a granddad, and a playmate to my granddaughter, and also a member of a running family since about a year ago or so. More of our members in our family started running, and we really enjoy doing that together as a family, which if you look at my Facebook, you can see how that works. So my background is I have 20 or more, maybe 25 years of IT, so that's information technology and banking consultancy background, having done many projects as a project manager and program manager, but also having come through the ranks, having done it all. In fact, I dropped out of high school about age of 16, 17, and caught up with that later while doing a job to finish my high school. But I wanted to do it all my way, so that's where I am. Since 1999, I am an independent business owner and contractor to a number of companies and banks, also governments, and I've learned a lot from that, from the different projects, how to do things right, but also how to do things wrong. So, from the age of about 11, I am the youngest from our family. I have a brother and sister. From the age of about 11, I had a dream to be free and always wanting to help other people, to be today's Robin Hood and Florence Nightingale at the same time. I've started a number of companies, not always with success, which was usually not because of my great ideas. It was because of my lack of patience and discipline to hang in there, to be able to harvest and reap what is always needed to be able to get something going properly. Anyway, so you know something about me, the good and the bad. Something more about what's even stronger. That's my my beliefs, because you may or you may not want to relate to me because of my beliefs. My beliefs about other people. I do think that you can create and discreate your own beliefs, and that's what I'm pretty good at. Trying to be enlightened, and one of the things is to create myself is a very important piece of that. And I'm looking at belief that I believe that all people want to be happy and to live in peace, and that's my basis for everything. From that, I can deduct many logical things that I think work for me in my life. I also think that most people are good and they respect others. Some don't, and I believe they don't need punishment, they need training. And especially training starts with the very youngest, children, kids, babies. That's where it all starts. So. Then something about technology, because technology, I say, that makes it all possible, and it changes our world through the internet, social media, the development of countries, travel, people moving about. It's all made possible by technology, whether it's, as I said, the internet or aviation. It all brings us closer together, and I believe in the positive side of technology. It monitors people and the conditions we live in. It looks at how we're doing on our planet, how our seas are. More information we know it, the more we're able to take care of it, and also see where people misuse it. We can take action. Also, I believe that this new technology is making it possible for all of us to be an all-round salesperson. In fact, every one of us is a salesperson. And I'll get to that, talking about my father in a while. I'll get to that to explain that has some different belief thoughts within me. Anyway, so I have seen over the years that corporations, they will maximize, I think I've written that wrong there, maximize profit, which goes to just a few people, and they are working to economize, and they will use people only when these people are cheaper than machines or systems, which is a logical thing in their way of living. Not necessarily the way I think that we are helping each other in this world. So I look at how things can change for the better, and I'm looking at a business model as described in a book by Robert Kiyosaki called The Business of the 21st Century, and it is based on the fact that network marketing is a business model whereby we can all help each other, and also our results are our results are based on our efforts. Not always easy, because I've been in corporations where there were times I didn't do much and I got paid anyway, but it didn't feel right. So I feel that it's better for everybody to learn how to make money in a way that if they spend the time, the effort, that they actually get the reward for that. So. Okay, so next point, struggling with my old beliefs. My dad, as I had said before, he was the head of procurement for the Royal Netherlands Navy, and from that he said never ever become a commercial person. Of course, he had many people trying to sell at his door, and he didn't always like that, and it's hard for me to at some point in my life to say, okay, I want to go there. I believe that there is an ethical way of doing sales and marketing, and that's the way I'm going. So as you know, my dad died quite some time ago, 1982, so you can see how beliefs keep on lingering on in your head. On top of that, I was the youngest of the 3 children. My brother 6 and my sister 9 years older than I. So as many of the youngest, I have this lack of personal responsibility, and therefore also the same for others, where personal responsibility turns into being compassionate about it, caring about other people. So things that I have been working on in these last years of sharpening my axe and saying, how can I be not only of more value to other people, but how can I work on coming across in a way that I feel inside and that also shows on the outside. Yeah. And then, as many people have, of course, I was gifted with the thoughts of money is dirty and being very rich is bad. And so that luckily has changed now. I feel that if I make money, I can put that to good use, and I can redistribute that to help for whatever cause I want. And luckily there are many millionaires. Actually, I was looking at a list of which people have said that they would give half of their fortune to a good cause, and that's amazing. That group is growing. So I don't know what beliefs you're struggling with, any of these or others, but it is important to be able to be open with yourself about that and to see how you're going to deal with that. So what has changed my life? The law of attraction is mainly the base that has started on that, and I can go into that a little bit. It was based on Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. The Secret, the movie The Secret, was one of the things that really made me see things in a different way. What did I see? I saw there is enough money for everyone, but it's just not divided fairly, and what to do about that. The division of money in corporations is, for instance, at 200 to 1 or even more to 1, so that the person at the top makes so much more than the person actually working in the same company. They both do their role, and the person at the bottom. I feel it's the way it's put together, it's unethical, and it's based on greed. And greed I've come across quite a bit. Actually, I've been in the position of making so much money in the past that I felt that greed myself, and it doesn't make you a nicer or better person. In fact, it makes you a bad person. So I don't see that that's going to change very soon. Luckily, we have more technology helping us there. Anti-money laundering is one of the things, control. But while on the one hand they try and catch more people, on the other hand more different bad things happen. I mean, human trafficking is something that's going on at a larger and larger scale all the time. And I'd love to see where I can help to get a handle on that. Anyway, so the conclusion is there's an abundance of wealth, but to gain access to it, we need to learn how to ask for that. Yeah? The universe, how to do that. And it's all based on the give to get and the pay forward principles. And so give value to others first, and then you will be automatically you'll be repaid. I believe that that is the way it works in life, and it should work in life. Okay, so my passion, Marcel's passion. So I love to share and teach and coach and work with you, with people. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I dare say I'm a pacifist, and I am an avatar, a person that has found ways to create and discreate reality, to be able to see how we can get along with situations that are not necessarily what we want, and to always be happy and positive about things. So I'm happy to say that and to be able to share that with other people. Yeah, when working with people, everything's based on trust. In fact, I'm reading a very good book about that at the moment. And I'd love to see how, when working with you, we can receive and give each other's trust and share our beliefs with mutual respect. Yeah, something about your success is my success. I saw a movie the other day, I think I wrote it down here, by Simon Sinek, Why Leaders Eat Last. Very, very interesting story, and I like to be able to say I eat last. I let others go first, and that's the way I am put together. Not always has that been any beneficial to me, because of course you you have to invest in others before something comes back to you. So you've got to take care that you don't kill yourself in the meantime. Anyway, so that was my passion, and back to my beliefs, and that being part of everything about me, and now wanting to tell you about my approach of how to help other people and how to move forward. So in the past, what I did is I developed software and for modeling change. So I know a lot about modeling change, and also I have put that to work to see how I can help other people in that. Since 2010, I have been using a combination of internet marketing and network marketing, and I will go into those different areas in separate videos, but I will explain also a little bit in this presentation what that really is about. So I connected with mentors and other gurus who started companies, and I've worked with people in joint venture partnerships. I've spent tens of thousands on products and education to sharpen my accent, redefine my own talents and skills, and to redefine and refine my passion. As a general IT consultant, I have the handicap that I have too many areas to be able to focus on. It's cost me more time and money to get to where I am, but also I have learned from that. So I have become a coach for others to find their passion faster and to guide them to productize and profit from their passion. So there's two main areas that I focus on. It's health and it's wealth, and they are both needed. In fact, you could say financial wealth is financial health, isn't it? So what we have is health. You can see that as the areas of anti-aging, sport performance, and I do that with ionized water and nutrition. Anti-aging, that's mainly on the inside of the body. There's also the outside of the, there's also the outside of the body, which is more on the beauty and skincare, which is also interesting, because if you feel younger, then you are younger. We all have this thing in ourselves that makes our reality based on what we think. The other side of it, wealth. So with my coaching, you can build up your new income streams starting as a part-time, and get to a level where it will overtake the level of your permanent job. That's the wealth side of it. Okay. That's also everything on the approach. And now going more into the specific pillars of success that I have in my business. First of all, we have, and I call it your freelance marketeer portal. Your freelance marketeer portal. Why your? Because we share that between the people that work together. And let's go deeper into that. We have a set of great products which will cover various areas of concern. Let's go into those. The health and health area, and to fight disease and cancer is one area. Then we have anti-aging, but then that's in the brain damage area. We have sports performance, environmental care, anti-aging as the outside of the body, being the beauty and skincare, anti-aging on the inside. We've got wealth specifically, and then we have insurance, legal and identity theft insurance, and we have the natural mood balancing for concerns like bipolar people and ADHD. Going a level deeper into each of those, so health and fighting disease and cancer, we use as a product ionized water systems. For anti-aging and brain damage, guess what? Ionized water system. For sports performance, I can tell you, that's also ionized water system. Environmental care, guess what? Ionized water system. Anti-aging in the outside, beauty and skincare, that could be also ionized water. In fact, there's such a thing as beauty water. But actually I focus on creams and such, which also work with ions, and I work as a male model for facial spa and other ways to make you feel and look better. Then on the wealth side, we have, anti-aging on the inside. We have all sorts of nutrition, which I won't go into now, but that's a specific area of interest. And on the wealth side, I have specifically internet marketing systems, the done for you and the do it yourself system. And let's go into the bottom of that. Blogging is a main area there where I teach people and work on that myself also. Why blogging? Blogging is something that when you put something out on the internet, contrary to advertising, your blogging, your information, your valuable information will stay out there indefinitely, and it will attract people. The longer it's there, actually, it will attract more people, and if it's indexed well through search engine optimization, keywords and such, it will be useful for people. So it is the way, without any cost, to be able to blog and to have your information out there and to be found by people without, as I said, without advertising. Another part of the wealth system that I love doing is to use options. These are puts and calls, and what you actually do is you ensure, in this case, foreign exchange transactions, and it's done in such a way that it's totally managed. You don't have to do anything for that yourself. You just put in your basic deposit of 500 euros or dollars to start off, and then that will grow by itself. It's a very nice way to make an income on the side. Let me know if you're interested in that. I can give you a presentation, or you'll find the video on that. Okay, so that about wealth. Then I have legal identity, legal insurance and identity theft insurance. And why am I mentioning all these products is because these are products which I use myself, which I really have built a passion for, and which I feel that other people should be using also. Righto, one also which I really see a lot of results with is mood balancing. I have natural products there that help people against things like being bipolar and suffering from ADHD. Okay, so here these were the concerns and the various products that we have. What else is important on this portal, this freelance marketeer portal, is that you will create bridge pages on the portal where you promote either your sponsor, or with your sponsor you promote the companies and products. So on the next slide you will see that you'll have your own blog from where you send people to the bridge page once they get to know you, know, like, and trust. That's what they call it. Then get people to your bridge page. 1 second. Okay. So, what's the next pillar of success? Your own personal passion blog. So it's about you and people getting to know you. You can either set that up. I haven't gone into much detail here, but you can either set that up using time or money. So as I said before, you can have it done for you with our help to set it up, and then you continue it, or you do it yourself from the start, or a combination of that usually works best, so that you have some help and coaching from our side. And then we have features. As I just discussed, connecting to the freelance marketeer bridge page is one of the main features, and I can probably fill this with more features, but at this time I'd like to leave it at this. Then we have a thing called i4 Academy. That's where you join us to learn about things. One part in that is the traffic school. It's a diverse range of techniques which you use to attract visitors to your blog and also to convert for selling your products. And another part is the mentoring part, yeah, where you guide, help, train, and coach others, those that are still junior to you, and help to change their lives and help them to change the lives of others. Righto, so those are the main pillars of success, and in a separate video I'll be showing you how the marketing funnel works. So how you can drive people from the front end, from the social media, right to the back end to your products, and follow people along the way in their speed, because we don't push people. We use attraction marketing, which means that they feel attracted to you as a person, and then also if you edify products or companies, that they will follow you in that example. Okay. So, and then the last piece of my overview is, of course, the call to action, your time for action, where I'd like to say, okay, this was step 1, your overview, and now I invite you to take the next steps, which are sign up for my newsletter. So leave your name and email here, and you'll start receiving great hints and tips and free gifts, which we'll give regularly on which you can use, good value in your business and in your life. And the next step, which you can take immediately also will be to fill out the survey, a survey bank on who I am. It's a bit of a wordplay. Bank is a way to find out what kind of a character you are. It's good for you and good for us to know what kind of language you like to hear. Maybe you found that this presentation was already far too long, or another type of person would say that this presentation was not detailed enough. So there you have different types of people, just to give you an example. Bank actually stands for blueprint, the person that is not wanting to change that much and sticks to all the rules nicely, never runs a red light. Action people that are quite the opposite, that don't mind cheating. I shouldn't say that, but anyway, that people that really like action and they don't like long presentations. The N for nurture, that's the caregivers and the tree huggers, and the K stands for knowledge people. Those are people that are like me, very much collecting lots of information, analyzing lots before taking any action. So we all would like to know more about ourselves and why we do things. Well, this is the way. So if you fill out the starting with that survey, you'll find out more. It's kind of fun to do that. So, and what you also should do if you feel that you want to work with me is to book an appointment with me. Yeah, there's an appointment thing to work with and to get on my schedule, and then we'll sit together for half an hour, maybe longer, but to see where we are and which way, where you are and which way you'd like to go. Okay, so that was it. Take action now or not, but if you feel you should, don't wait for it, because it's no use waiting for action. Okay, that was it for me and my overview. If you have specific other questions, just email me, Marcel Spitz. You can do, best email would be marcel@freelancemarketeer.com. marcel@freelancemarketeer.com. So looking forward to working with you, or just speaking with you and finding out where you are and seeing which way you'd like to go in life, and if we can do that together. Okay, thank you, bye bye, and I say as usual, be happy and well.